Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your August reading. If you've been here before, then welcome back, but if you're new here, then welcome. Welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm going to be pulling cards for the sign of Aquarius for the month of August. I set the intention for all of my readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, so if you don't find your message here today, be sure to check my other videos for your other placements. And this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And don't forget to let me know in the comments if this reading resonates with you, and to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And that being said, Aquarius, let's just jump straight into your reading. I'll start off pulling an overall energy for the month. Okay, let's see what's coming in for Aquarius. Aquarius? Show me Aquarius. Oh, the Chariot, making moves, Aquarius. Where are you going? I'm going to find out. Okay, so the Chariot is about sense of direction. It usually comes after a time of stagnation, so some of you might be feeling a little bit stuck. Now you've found some kind of direction to go in. It could be towards a person or a place or an opportunity. It could be just moving away from something that you no longer want as well. So the Chariot is moving away from a town. Could be you, Aquarius, going, I don't want to live here anymore, i.e. be in the situation I'm in, so I'm going to go towards a bigger, brighter tomorrow. So I'll just pop him there, and we're just going to jump straight in and see what messages the Chariot has for you in August, Aquarius. Okay, show me Aquarius, please. Ooh. Show me Aquarius. It's coming for Aquarius in August, please. Sun, Moon and Rising. And Venus. Don't forget Venus. Okay, Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Oh, the Ace of Swords, yeah, that makes sense. Or the Nine of Swords also makes sense, and the Queen of Cups also makes sense. You've got a plan, Aquarius. I like it, and it looks good. So you've reached clarity over a situation here in the recent past, and it's giving you headaches. It's in your mind, you're ruminating about it. You probably have been ruminating on it for a while, and you thought, I want to move into nurturing. I want to move towards love. That's love of the self, love towards others. I want to move into spaces where I am receiving as much as I am giving. So some of you might have been in a situation where you felt that your energy was not being reciprocated, or there was some kind of confusion or deception over a person or a place or a thing or a job that just wasn't sitting quite right with you, because it's been making you go into your headspace and you've lost connection with your heart. But you've realised that now in the recent past. Still very much in your headspace. It's hard to clear that overnight. No one's going to expect you to do that, Aquarius. I can see your heart opening up here, or someone else's heart opening up towards you. So let's just jump straight in and clarify and see what's going on. Okay, can we clarify the Ace of Swords, please, for Aquarius? Ace of Swords for Aquarius. I don't know what is going on with my shuffling today, Aquarius. Rider Waite doesn't want to play ball. Oh, the hair keeps getting trapped in them. There we go. They heard me, I think. One more, please. One more for Aquarius to clarify the Ace of Swords in the recent past. Okay, here we go. Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Oh, yeah, pain as I thought. Nine of Wands. And the Hermit, yeah, so something or someone has... just move you over here a little bit, Aquarius, so you can see everybody on the table. Someone has dealt you a little bit of damage there, Aquarius. You've been hit, not physically, I mean emotionally. So you've gone into yourself, into healing, and as you've healed, you've reached greater clarity over that situation in the past. This is what's propelled your Chariot forward. You're like, yeah, you were in the situation, you stopped, healed, Still healing by the looks of it. It looks like you're dragging a little bit of that pain with you. You're still holding it today. But the majority of the healing, I think, is now behind you because you've now reached clarity on what you need to do next. Okay. Or what that situation was about, what it meant, what the lessons were, and then what's next for you. As they say, when one door closes, another one opens, but no one ever talks about that in-between period between the door closing and the door opening. There's always a bit of a pause, and that's reflected here in you, Aquarius, in the Hermit. He's just kind of stopped and gone, okay, something needs to be healed within me, probably due to something someone else has done to me in the past. And now you're like, right, my vision has been cleared, because that's what heartache does. It hurts and it's uncomfortable, but it corrects our vision in other ways. And that seems to be what happened with you here, Aquarius. However, you are still in your head about it. But I want to know why that is. So we're going to jump in and clarify the Nine of Swords. Can we clarify the Nine of Swords, please, for Aquarius? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords for Aquarius. Nine of Swords. Oh yeah, regarding a commitment. Yeah, there was an attachment here. You're showing me the past person. There was an attachment. There was around commitment. Maybe some of you wanted commitment, but the other energy involved wasn't really committing or wasn't holding up their end of the bargain. Like I said earlier, it's like a reciprocal give and take. Maybe you were putting more into the situation, into the relationship, than you were getting back out of it. You weren't really getting any solid promises, and it's something that you want. You wanted it with them. You're wondering why it hasn't worked out. Probably wondering, you know, why not me? What did I do? Could I have done more? Did I need to do less? No, Aquarius. If somebody doesn't want to reciprocate, that's a them problem, not you problem. But I can see that you have gone inward to see if there's any behaviours you could have corrected yourself. Because nobody's perfect. I'm not calling you out, Aquarius. Everybody has room for improvement. What is impressive about you is that you have gone within and actually tried to look at that and do the work. And it is working, even though at the moment it might feel like hell. Because what happens when we go within to heal wounds, whether they be wounds from childhood or from a last relationship, we often have to look at things in a way as to look at our role in that. Such as like, maybe there's red flags you ignored, or behaviours you ignored or tolerated or put up with, and things that you allowed that just kind of ended up with you being hurt. It's about correcting those parts of your behaviour going forward in new relationships. So for example, if you were in a relationship and the person constantly ate garlic and you can't stand garlic, but you put on a brave face and said, yeah, I love garlic, you eat it away. Eat away. I don't mind the smell of garlic. And you let it go on and go on and go on to the point where you could not stand to be in the room with that person. That's on us that has the aversion, because we didn't say, I'm sorry, I really don't like garlic. Do you mind not eating garlic near me? I know that's kind of a silly example, and definitely not what's being said in the cards here. It was probably something far more serious, and probably to do with your needs in a relationship. But you know what I mean. Just give a little anecdote of what I mean. Sometimes we all do it, allow certain behaviours because we're in love with the person, we just really like the person. We do it with friends. I see that all the time. People would tolerate such terrible behaviours from friends just because they go, oh well, I've known them for 20 years. No, can't let that roll. But it looks like you've got clarity over that. But it's, you know, put in work. The clarity you've received there wasn't for free. You've put in the work. Well done, Aquarius. I'm impressed. Now I want to see what's going on with this Queen of Cups, because it looks like that hard work's going to really pay off. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups, please, for Aquarius. Queen of Cups for Aquarius. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Oh, wow. And Temperance. I think this might be someone coming in for you, Aquarius, after a little period of time. Yeah, so this is you healing yourself. Somebody else coming in. This is to do with a different energy. This is not to do with the energy in the past. If this is a romantic relationship, it could be a job as well. Could be friends. but there's something coming in for you, and it's going to, the process at the very least is starting in August, or this person is coming in August, because all of you are in a different part of this timeline. So some of you are still over here in Hermit, healing, gaining your clarity. Some of you are here like, you know, still holding on to a little bit of that discomfort from the past, but also recognizing exactly what it was and how you can do things differently. Or some of you have kind of gone past all of that. Maybe you've just met somebody, or you'll meet some, you know, within the next few days, or you've just started talking to someone online, and you'll meet them in the next week or something, you know. But this is definitely over time, because Temperance is here. Shows that you've taken some time to balance this energy out, to drop some of those swords, right? So you've only got one sword of clarity. You don't need all 9, Aquarius, but over time you will drop the other 8. You'll just have your one sword, and you'll go forward and meet somebody who seems to be lovely and wanting all the same things as you. They are heart-led. They're matching you in heart frequencies, because it'll be when your heart is healed. So they'll be matching you in heart frequencies. There's the 10 of Cups here. It means that they want the same things as you. They're coming in time, and they themselves are probably been through something similar, because the Temperance is like an alchemizer. See, Temperance is pouring one water between 2 cups. She's got 1 foot on the land, 1 foot on the earth. That's about balance, about alchemizing 2 energies, and that these 2 energies, once they have alchemized, will come together. It's a divine timing card. What can we say? It's a divine timing card. One of my favorites, actually. Okay, right. I'm just going to jump in and get into the nitty-gritty details. No detail escapes me, Aquarius. I want to know what went down. Okay, can we clarify the Ace of Swords in the recent past for Aquarius, please? Ace of Swords in the recent past for Aquarius. Okay. Right. Ace of Swords in the recent past. I have to keep making sure I'm recording still, and my computer hasn't gotten the jitters. Ace of Swords. Yeah, we've got the 5 of Swords, we've got the 4 of Wands again, mirroring there, and we have the Queen of Cups. This is you to Aquarius, sorry. This is you telling me, Aquarius, that you needed more than whatever that in the past could give you. I mean, some of you, it might be just you've been alone for a while, and you're looking for somebody new, and you're like, no, I deserve love. I want love, because you're showing me the Queen of Cups. This energy over here is showing me a Queen of Cups. It means that both of these energies, yourself and the other energy that you're attached to, or is attached to you, at least energetically, if not physically, have both done a lot of inner healing from painful situations and learnt your lessons on what you will and will not accept. You know what you deserve, you have an idea of what love is, and you're actually just tired of trying to fight for it. I always get the feeling of like you just spent so much time fighting for bare minimum from a relationship. I don't see you asking for the earth, you know. You're not asking for, you know, private jets and private islands here. You're just asking for bare minimum care and consideration from other energies, and it might be something that you haven't really gotten. I think this energy didn't either. Right, okay, can we clarify the 9 of Wands for Aquarius, please? Yeah, we've got the Queen of Swords. That's like you going, enough. Enough. Yeah, don't pay me. It is enough, Aquarius. Yeah, the 2 of Wands, looking at our options, making the decision. And the 4 of Cups. I think some of you probably just gave up on looking altogether, at least during your healing period. Just to really get your ducks in a row and decide exactly what you want to do. It makes sense because the Chariot is here, so there's been some kind of planning and deliberation and decision making involved. This is not an Aquarius that's just jumped out of one bed and into someone else's. You have taken time. That's been made clear. And I think you've probably had people try and reach out to you. You've probably had people ask you out on dates. No, some of you, or the ex or whoever it was in the past, or whatever situation, could be an old job that did damage. Believe me, I've been there. I've had jobs and I felt like I had to recover, like breaking up from an ex, right? I came out with so much emotional damage. that you really wanted just to level out your own emotions so that you could think clearly. That's where you've got Queen of Swords, so you could gain clarity, so much clarity. You've been very sensible here, Aquarius. Whether you did this purposefully or not, this is what has happened. As your emotions have tampered down, you have then been able to gain clarity. And I think then once you kind of decided to move forward towards something new, that's probably when the overthinking started again. Like, did I make the right decision? Am I really clear on this? Am I doing the right thing? Will I get hurt again while I pursue new commitments? That worries, ruminating. Just watch that, because when we start to ruminate, it clouds the heart space, and this new person or the new person you've just met needs you to have that heart space open, because their heart space is open so that you can meet. So try and, try not to overthink. Live in the moment, Aquarius. You're an air sign. I mean, it's going to be very hard for you to do. I appreciate that. I can see that you can do it because you did it in the past. Okay, can we clarify the Hermit, please? Again, check that you can see everything. There we go. Can we clarify the Hermit, please? Clarify the Hermit. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. I was saying you're tired, Aquarius, of taking second place in people's lives. Yeah, Seven of Wands, you're like, no more, can't do this anymore. And the King of Cups, you've got a hell of a lot of love to give. You've got a hell of a lot of love to give, or there might be some Aquarians that have blocked love coming in due to fear. So there might be a King of Cups here, and you block them because you were just like, no, you are not in the right space to receive because of past damages, unhealed wounds. You're like, no. You're not coming in. You need to heal, you need to grow, you need to feel one and whole within yourself first so you can receive another whole and full person. This is also equally how much love you have to give to other people, and you're aware of that. You've grown aware of that you've given, and you've given so much. And you just want someone who's going to give in return. And that for some reason has not happened, because we've got the Queen and the King of Cups here. Or what you thought was a loving connection actually wasn't. So maybe some of you, your ideas around love are changing. That's perfectly possible. So if some of you don't like sipping, I need my coffee fix. Right, I'm going to clarify this Nine of Wands and see exactly what it is about this past that's on your mind, because I mean you're like being very responsible back here, Aquarius. That's all I can say. You know where you're going. I don't know what this self-doubt is. It's ruminating. Ace of Wands. Okay. The Six of Cups and the Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Have you have you opened your heart to someone, or at least intrigued by someone else? And I think you're going back and forth on whether or not to pursue or allow them to come towards you because of what happened here. There's a fear still. Am I ready? You're questioning whether or not you're ready because of this old attachment that you've got. I mean, you've done a lot of clearing, Aquarius. We can't say that you haven't. Clearly, you've worked hard on yourself. You've worked hard on your healing in the past. You have reached clarity. This is now a question of trust. Trust in other people. Trust in yourself to choose the right person. Because I think some of you may not have chose the right person back there to give you a big old cup of love to. Oh, it happens. It happens. No judgment here, Aquarius. So I've got to find somewhere else to put this mug, because it's a big one. It's like a soup mug or something, right? Should be there. There we go, with a nice message to be kind to yourself, Aquarius. Like, don't. So I'll turn it that way so you don't see my lipstick. Yeah, this is all about trust. You don't trust yourself. I think so. Yeah, someone's coming to your peripheral and you're like, I'd like to pursue that, but I daren't. Okay, let's clarify that Four of Wands, please. Four of Wands for Aquarius. Oh, Spirit's really keen to talk about the Four of Wands. Whoa. Okay, let's see what we've got. Yes, the Eight of Swords. I'm not wholly surprised to see that card there. The High Priestess and the Ten of Cups. You know this is a good person. You know it. They're showing you Ten of Cups. You're showing you Ten of Cups. But you don't trust it. You feel they're a good person. If you haven't met this person yet, you're going to feel on a vibrational, energetic level that they are a good match for you. But your head's going to get in the way and probably convince you they might not be. But it's fear-based. That's why the devil is here. See, the devil gets a really bad rap. I really like the devil card because the devil shows you where there's a problem. Within other people, within ourselves. The devil, he's not picky. He will show up when he needs to, right? He's here to help you. He's on your side. He's rooting for you, Aquarius. But the devil recognizes you can't move towards wish fulfillment while you're still dragging, you know, unhelpful energies with you. So he turns up to show you where they are so you can, you know, work on them. But you know this person, in your soul, in your gut, you know this person is fine and safe. There's no reason for you to not trust them, but you don't. But it's because you don't trust yourself because of what happened here in the past. You let someone in you should not have let in, you got hurt. You don't want it the same to happen again. Okay, right, let's clarify that devil since we're talking about him. Go on, devil. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, Strength, and the King of Wands. Now, the devil, in your case, Aquarius, is coming at you with a little bit of advice. Probably because we spoke so nicely about him just now, right? He's saying, have fun. Go with your passion. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to cultivate a bit of strength here, but it's potentially like a really fun and nice new connection, and then it's normal for it to feel a little bit off, a little bit wobbly at first, because you're just coming out of a period of like almost seclusion with the Hermit, connecting with someone new, and that exciting possibility that it could be your Ten of Cups, it could be your wish fulfillment, it could be your happily ever after. It's a bit like, you know what, take the gamble. But go in it with the King of Wands energy. At the same time, the flip of that is also be aware of too much King of Wands energy in the other person. Now, the King of Wands, we all love him, we all know him, we all love him, right? There's no shade on the King of Wands in general. He has some really nice traits. But in the negative, the King of Wands can have a little bit of a boy energy, if you know what I mean. Like, you can just be a bit like impulsive. We just, you know, he's all about the passion and the fire and the drive. That's fine. In fact, that's great. That's what gets most relationships off the ground, right? Because, you know, you see someone in a bar, you're not talking to them because, you know, you know that they love the same books as you, or the same films as you, or you have the same values, political beliefs. You'd get to know that later. The thing that gets you to that person at the bar in the first place is King of Wands energy. It's like, I like the look of you and I am going for it. So that's okay, in moderation. Don't be afraid of that. If that's what you think, that person's coming forward, you're a little bit lustful, and it's new, that's fine. So long as it's in the realms of your comfort, obviously. It's going to take you a little bit of strength, and it's going to make you go a bit back and forth on it, because you'll be like, am I dealing with this crap again I had in the past? No. Just keep a lid on you, King of Wands energy, their King of Wands energy, but also use the King of Wands in a positive way to overcome leadership. Take the lead, maybe, some of you. That's what you need to do. You do the approach if it's someone that you have your eye on already. But strength is here, so, you know, it's not going to be easy. There might be a few little bumps, but that's part of growth. In order to get better at something, we have to accept we're going to be a bit sucky at it at first, and that relationships are no different, right? No different. People think they are. They think you're going to go in a new relationship being perfect and healed. No, of course not. Nobody is. No such thing as a fully healed person, Aquarius. Keep that in mind. Right. I'm going to clarify this other energy now. I want to know what's going on over here. Right. show me the Queen of Cups, please, for Aquarius. And again, don't read genders, please. They're just energies. So queens are like going within. Kings are like going without. Right. So, for example, the King of Cups is an outward expression of love. The Queen of Cups is an inward expression of love, but both of them can also embody their opposites. So the Queen of Cups, she loves herself, so her love to others is more healthy. The King of Cups, he loves other people, which then in turn nourishes his own loving sense of self, that kind of thing, right? I hope that explained it. I like to people to learn a little bit about tarot while I do a reading. You know, that's how I learned. I learned tarot watching tarot readers. So this is my way of passing it forward. Okay, right. Queen of Cups, please. Queen of Cups for Aquarius. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oh, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this person's going to be a bit hesitant too. The Fool, but they have a new beginning with you on their mind, Aquarius. And Temperance, again, we've got Temperance twice. So this is going to be, I'm not going to say a slow burn, because passion's definitely there. The King of Wands just told me. But this person is going to be a bit like you, a bit like, should I, shouldn't I? Choices. I don't think choices between partners, no, they're quite clearly identifying you as, you know, their potential here. They're showing me that with the Fool, a brand new beginning with someone new, and Temperance. And you know what? Look at the Temperance card on this deck. This is the below deck from the Book of Shadows Tarot. The Temperance here is actually two people balancing their wines or drinks together, opposed to the traditional Temperance is just the angel. So as well as this being kind of divinely timed and you having divine guidance over this connection coming together, there's also an element of you too. Like I said earlier, you've both been through a similar heartbreaks and losses and pains, so together you're going to balance each other out really nicely, and this person's going to go at a really nice pace for you. So they're not going to rush you, they're not going to pressure you, they're not going to rush and pressure themselves. It's actually very, very healthy. This person's done as much growing and maturing as you have, Aquarius, which is lovely, absolutely lovely. Right, 10 of Cups, please. The 10 of Cups. Oh. Okay, do you know what? Shuffling this deck is a bit hit and miss. Very good quality cards, but it's very, very stiff. Okay, 10 of Cups. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups. And we've got the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is healing together from hurt. I mean, there could be a cohort of you where this is someone you already know and you hurt each other's feelings and you're coming back together to heal each other and heal that past wound. That's also possible. Because you two are mirroring each other's energies like there's no tomorrow, Aquarius. You really are. So that's possible. As I've just seen that 9 of Cups, it's building. This is emotional building together. So yeah, there could be a cohort of you. This is an ex coming back. You've both been equally hurt by what happened and you want to rebuild. Or, and I think it might be the majority of you, this is a brand new person. This person, again, they're showing me 10 of Wands. You've got, I know you've got 9, but they're showing me the 9 of Cups. The 9s are like, not quite completion. They're like a pause before the completion. So the 10 of Wands is like the struggle. The struggle is like, the 10 of Wands is like almost there. It's almost at the end. 9 of Wands is him contemplating picking up the sticks, right? He's working on himself first. 9 of Cups is the dream of the happily ever after. 10 of Cups is a happily ever after. This person is showing me the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Well, the 9 of Cups is supporting the 10 of Cups. So this is somebody who wants to build a brand new emotional beginning from a past struggle. Your struggles have been different, that's what they're showing me. So while there are similarities, the path in which you were both hurt and healed are different, which is to be expected. There's going to be similarities. Right, can we clarify Temperance, please? Clarify Temperance. Temperance for Aquarius. Temperance, please. The Knave of Cups, yeah. That's what I like to see. The Knight of Pentacles. I like to see it, Aquarius. And the Knight of Wands. Wow. Okay. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of passion under the surface of this, but it's going to be quite controlled. It's going to be controlled. So this person, when they come into you, or you may have already met them, they'll come at you with like a little cup of love, right? Then they'll say, oh, Aquarius, do you fancy just, you know, going to sit in, not Netflix and chill, actually. Netflix and chill is total King of Wands energy, right? Although there's a little bit of that because the Page of Wands is here. We'll build to that, Aquarius. You'll build to that. But they're just going to come with a little gesture like, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? But really underneath the surface, they'll be like, yeah, I do want to Netflix and chill with Aquarius, right? They've got self-control, and they're going to come in. It's going to be steady progress with the Knight of Pentacles. As said before, they're not going to rush you. All the passion and fire and drive is there, and oh my goodness, the passion is there. It really is, but they're tampering it down, because I don't think they want to frighten you off. Likewise, they don't want to frighten themselves off. This may be a case that maybe in the past you went in too fast, or they went in too fast into a connection, so there really has been a lesson over pacing over here. This person is showing me almost like, I really like Aquarius, but I want to take my time. I don't want to spoil it. This could be really good. And you're showing me kind of the same, but yours is kind of a different energy. You're slowing it down because of fear, which you've got to watch that, Aquarius. Nothing to be afraid here in this energy. For any of you who've come to check, I give you the green light. At least from what they're showing me right now. I mean, they've, yeah, this is a mature and emotionally mature energy that is open and available, but imperfect, as we all are, Aquarius. Right, let's get you some universal advice. We've got any advice for Aquarius, universe? When meeting this person, like I said, some of you might have just met, some of you have not met this person yet. They're coming in August for you. Lovely. And I love how the Four of Wands is right bang in the middle of the table there. You both want partnership. Equal, steady, loving, passionate, caring partnership. It's the dream, Aquarius. It really is. Okay, can we get some advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Advice for Aquarius. Okay. Oh, okay. 8 of Vessels, rebirth. So yeah, brand new emotional beginning. But also, a little footnote, there's going to be a small group of you where this is an ex that you had a hurt past with that is coming back to reconnect, fully healed and grown. So that's for 2 potential groups of Aquarius we've got in the house today. 2 of Arrows, which is injustice. Again, this is about your decision making, Aquarius. And also telling me that you don't see this person coming. A lot of you do not see this person coming, even if it's an ex. So yeah, probably all of you don't see this person coming. So whether it's the ex or somebody new, you don't see them coming, and you're going to be faced with kind of like a decision, like, what do I do? I think you'll be the one making the decision, because you're the only one that has a decision making card in their energy, which is the 2 of Wands. So they're coming to you rather than you going to them. I mean, that could be reversed. Energy is fluid after all, so take it as it resonates. And another one, please. 6 of Arrows. 6 of Arrows is a 6 of Swords, which is moving on. But in the Wildwood, it's a transition. So this person's going to love you in a way you've never been loved before, Aquarius. If it's an old person coming back, they're going to love you totally differently. Things are changing in the Aquarius collective in August for sure. Wow, okay. Right, I want to draw you an animal spirit card, please. Animal spirit card for Aquarius. Such a lovely reading, Aquarius. Thank you. Whoever it is I'm tapping into, exciting stuff. You've done the work though, hun. Like, you deserve this. I love a good positive read. I've had a few placements this August that are, sorry, a few signs that are going through troubled waters. It's been about 50-50 though. Some of you are all kind of coming out of it. Some of you are kind of going into it. But I guess that's the universal balance, right? What is above is below. What is in is without. What is up is also down. You know, that kind of thing. Right, can we get some advice, please, for Aquarius? Advice. Spirit animal, please. And I apologise to any of the signs. I've been not reading out what the animal is. It's the whole point of spirit animals, right? So sorry if you've cross-watched from another, cross-watching, or you're watching one of your other placements and I read out the description and not your animal. I will strive to do better. I apologise. Right, the tiger, fire. Whoa. Oh, Aquarius, you know what happens when fire and air get together? Explosions, fireworks. That's what I'm getting between you and this person. Hello. Right, tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. This is going back to your fear. You have to embody the tiger, Aquarius. You choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. Yet, because you felt passionate in the past, don't let somebody who mishandled your passionate, loving self in the past stop you from being your passionate, loving self for someone who deserves it in the future. I am bold. I am brave. Fear is cropping up again. Mighty forces come to my aid. You're not on your own. And look, I don't know if you can see that right in there. Pause it if you need to. I'm not making that up. Mighty forces are at your aid. You've got the whole universe, Aquarius. Come on. What more could you ask for? Bringing you this lovely person, this lovely connection, or reuniting with somebody that, you know, you just had to part ways briefly to learn a bunch of lessons and come back even stronger than before. Exciting either way. So you know what? It's a good chariot. You're moving towards, you're both moving away from something and towards something amazing. I'm sorry. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to leave that reading there for you today. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Nook at Esotera. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with anyone who you think could benefit from hearing this message. Anyway, the best of luck, or should I say congratulations, Aquarius. Lovely August coming towards you, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.